As I said, it'll be our first look at KAPULER on his way into the ring. SCHACHIDOV boxed at the European Games in 2019. That, prior to this, is his only real exposure to big-time international competition. This is his first World Championships. Won a German national title 4 years ago in 2017 and picked up a gold medal at the Cologne Boxing World Cup earlier this year. That was all at 69 kilos. So he's gone up to 71 rather than come down to 67. Very stern look on KAPULER's face there. Cho Young-suk of Korea in charge of this one. So KAPULER Israel in the red, SCHACHIDOV Germany in the blue. SCHACHIDOV originally from Grozny in Chechnya, Russia, now boxing out of and for Germany. KAPULER a southpaw, SCHACHIDOV orthodox fighter. Decent jab there from SCHACHIDOV. Left to the body. Quite cagey this, jab to the body there from SCHACHIDOV. KAPULER trying to get his own jab going, but he cramps himself for space with it a little bit, reaching flat left hand that time. He doesn't really extend with the jab, heading into the final minute of round one. He's a little bit taller than SCHACHIDOV, but he doesn't really box tall, KAPULER. SCHACHIDOV, lots of little feints with that front foot. Left to the body there from SCHACHIDOV, then just looks to lean in. Right hand there from SCHACHIDOV, just as he was turning, hit KAPULER just as KAPULER was turning. Kind of half made contact. If that had been clean, that could have done some damage. Jabs to the body there from SCHACHIDOV. The blue corner, I think, has landed the meteor blows in that round, and just of the two, SCHACHIDOV, I thought, just looked more settled. There wasn't a great deal in it in terms of punches landed. KAPULER looked a little bit skittish, slightly nervy, burning a bit of nervous energy there. I think SCHACHIDOV didn't, and he gets it with 3 out of the 5 judges. I'd have gone that way, I'd have gone blue corner.
Referee in the ring, Nagy Osman, Egypt. Coming to the ring first, fighting out of the red corner, the boxer
Well, SCHACHIDOV, I think, thought the referee had issued the instruction to stop boxing at that point. Immediately just looked towards the referee with a look of irritated bemusement, I guess you might describe it now. So into the second round, KAPULER of Israel in the red, winning 2 cards at the end of that first round. SCHACHIDOV of Germany with 3. KAPULER looking to try and start quick here. Right hand on the inside there from SCHACHIDOV. Good left to the body there from SCHACHIDOV. Looked for it again. The second time, I think he got through, then followed by the right hand. He's just picking the gaps a little bit better than KAPULER, I would say. I thought he did in the first round. There's not that many gaps there. Right hand on the inside there from KAPULER was a good punch. He just got close enough, then stabs to the body with the left hand, goes upstairs with the right. That was a good 10-15 seconds there from KAPULER. Digs to the body again with the left and comes up and looks for that right hand. So I think he's found a little bit of a method here, KAPULER, a bit of a rhythm. I just felt in the first round he was a bit scattergun. He was just throwing because he was near enough to throw. There wasn't really that much kind of thought behind it, but he's just settled a bit in round 2. And I like fights like this where both fighters are just right in the pocket, they're right on top of each other. Nobody is looking to back up and pull themselves out of range. They're looking to slip shots by millimetres. No one's getting up on their toes and sailing around the outside of the ring, skirting the ropes. Nobody's doing that. There's a lot of skill involved there too. This kind of inside fighting, mid-range fighting. Nice combination there from SCHACHIDOV. Couple of uppercuts left to the body. Final 10 seconds of the round, but a good round this from both of them. SCHACHIDOV with a 3-2 advantage at the end of round 1, and that was close again. That was close again. I probably just shaded the red corner that time, maybe. I thought he definitely had a better round in that second round than he did in the first round, KAPULER, and having lost the first round narrowly, maybe I'll go for him to win the... I genuinely was going to say maybe I'll go for him to win the second narrowly, and that's exactly what's happened. Split again, but the other way around, 3 in favour of KAPULER, 2 in favour of SCHACHIDOV. So this is set up very nicely. Both have got a score of 20 points to 18, probably in their pocket, because difficult to see a 10-8 from either one of them. Hopefully there won't be any point deductions. You never really want to see that. So it'll all come down to the level cards that are 19 apiece, 3 of them. And they both need to take 2 out of those 3 to get through to the next stage. SCHACHIDOV just digging his toes in a bit more there, trying to put more power on that left hand, trying to just fling it in behind the guard of KAPULER. There won't be any real change to their method here. On the inside, up close and personal, KAPULER just trying to roll off to his left. Throws that left hand. Left to the body. Left comes back from KAPULER. Another scoring blow from SCHACHIDOV. Again, KAPULER just with that upper body movement. SCHACHIDOV with a left into the pit of the stomach. The reason I enjoy fights like this so much is that there's just no quarter asked and none given. They're not interested in taking a backward step, but it's not gung-ho. There's a lot of thought going into this, a lot of skill. They know they're going to get caught at times. That's bound to happen. But they're fine with it. They're backing their ability to take a punch. I think there might be a cut. Is there a bit of blood coming from the eye? There is. There's a blood coming from the corner of the right eye there of KAPULER. I'm guessing that's probably a clash of heads. They've been right up close so often. I suppose that's not really that surprising. The referee indicating that it was a clash of heads. The blood's running clear of the eye, so that's good. Can't get a great look at it. It's not that far from me. It's on my side of the ring. Only a minute 25 to go. It's not going to have any bearing on this fight. But were KAPULER to go through, it could be a problem going forward, of course, but that'll be the last thing on his mind now, because this third and final round, this is still very much in the balance. And the blood comes from it again, but it is running clear of the eye. So it's not obscuring the vision at all. Left to the body there from KAPULER. Coupled to the body from SCHACHIDOV. Left up top from KAPULER. Quite a lot of blood though, so I wouldn't be surprised if the referee stops this again at some point and just gets it tidied up. It won't make any difference if she does or she doesn't really, but that's the protocol that may well have to be observed at some point. And I think there's either that's transference of blood onto the corner of the left eye of SCHACHIDOV, or he's been cut as well. It's hard to tell. Into the final 20 seconds or so, and as I say, this is another real tight round. A real tight round. Body attack there from KAPULER. Spins out of trouble. I think it's a cut to SCHACHIDOV, but the referee correctly here, I think, is just letting this go because the blood for both of them is running clear of the eye. It's not a problem. Final few seconds. Both with one card each. Both need 2 out of those 3 level cards, and neither one of them sure are they. Going back to their corner, neither celebrated. I'm sure if one had started to celebrate, then the other one would have done as well. I really don't know who's going to get this. I'll say red corner, but that's based on very little, really. That was a very, very close round. I'm just picking a corner there because I have to. Could just as easily have gone blue. And SCHACHIDOV gets it. He's won that final round, 3 cards to 2. And he gets it by split decision. 3-2 overall. So what a close fight that was. Split scoring in all 3 of the rounds. SCHACHIDOV getting it 3-2 in the first round. KAPULER getting it 3-2 in the second round. And SCHACHIDOV getting it 3-2 in the third. It was that kind of fight. It was that kind of fight. Unlucky for KAPULER because he could easily have got it. It could easily have gone his way. But for him today, it just was not to be. Well, a mouth-watering clash coming up now. Aslan Bekshimburganov of Kazakhstan up against Shakram Giyarsov